G'day, how you going? Ian Apples here, your acrylic guru from Australia. Welcome to my channel, good to have you here. I've got a half-size canvas. I've ran out of my canvas roll and this is all I've got left over. It's an A4 size and I'm going to use this just to do something simple and effective. A simple, effective piece of artwork that's so easy to do. There's not much in it, but it'll have a lot of impact when it's on your wall. I'll get the colours going up the screen there that I'm going to use in this video today. All right. So there's probably just two halves of this painting, obviously the top and the bottom. Pretty clever to work that out, eh? All right, let's get on over here and we'll get right into it. Okay, down on the palette I've got my soft titanium white and I want to mix that with some retarder, just a medium that'll slow down the drying time of this acrylic paint here, this white paint. So we'll get this on there. It's only a small canvas, so it's not a big footprint to spread out. Normally I do a 12 by 16 inch or an A3 size, but this is an A4 size, the size of an office page, piece of office paper. Okay, so I'll just simply brush this nice and thin left and right, just to get a nice thin film onto my canvas there. Okay, now let's do a bit of mixing. Now to get the top half of the sky, I've got some quatretonne red violet, I've got yellow ochre, French ultramarine blue, and I've got some white. And I also might add some black later on, see how I go if I need to darken it. I want to do the top half of the painting because as I said, there's two halves to this painting, the top half and the bottom half. So I want to get this mixed with the yellow ochre, just to give me that vibe I'm looking for. And I'll get the top half of the painting done. So we'll come from about the middle, where it's dark with this colour, and then let it fade up. Now it's quite a warm day here today. That is very dry, so I'm going to, because of the climate, I'm going to add a little bit of retarder into that mix, just so as it's going to stay wet a bit longer. I want this to go up to the top, crisscross it in. Now I want the top to be lighter than the bottom half. Okay, so I'm going to simply get this on, let that fade away down there. Grab some white, I'll pick up some of this white, put over here. That side and that side of the brush. And we'll start at the top and get that lighter towards the bottom. I'm picking up just white, let's see there we go, just white's going to be better actually. Bit more, there we go, all the way down to the bottom, so we've got the bottom half darker than the top half. Now down here we've got our French ultramarine and our yellow ochre again. We're making up some kind of a grey colour, there we go. I need more blue, French ultramarine. Let me have a look at that. I'm going to put a bit of white with that, because I'm looking for that kind of deep, cold grey colour. Straight across here, pushing it right on, get it on. Now bring it up to that sky colour. And I want the transition of these two soft. So I've got the brush on its edge now like that because I can really push it. Turn it. Now I want to just get the edge of this brush and I'm just pushing and controlling just to get the transition of those two colours soft, so it's not a harsh transition. I can go a little bit darker down here, so I'm going to grab a bit of that. Let's put a bit of that in there as well, just to get the bottom a lot darker. Yeah, that's it. Just to darken the bottom area up. Right along here, look at that. Beautiful. And then just blend that into that colour there. Now let me see, before the paint dries I can break up the middle there. I've just got some titanium white on my fan brush just to put some kind of cloud in the middle. Just something subtle along here coming from this colour. Just something I can sweep across the canvas. Grab yourself a blending brush and a kitchen cloth. Now I want to stab first and dance, just see what's happening. Yeah, that's okay. I'm just kind of leveling up the bottoms like so. Okay, that's fine. Wipe your brush, and now I want to blend, tap and dance the top over here. Get turmoil, twist it, leaving vibrant bits there as well. Don't kill all the loud bits, just kind of make it look artistically pleasing to the eye. Now I'm just going to mix up the paint for my subtle sun area. So I've got some Indian yellow and red gold. I've got too much paint here, but I don't need this much. Now I want the red gold, which is just an orange, and some Indian yellow. Let's mix that up. Put a little bit of white we got over there into it just to turn it on. Look at that. Now what I do want, because I've added the white, it'll show. I do want a bit of the, get a bit more white first. I do want some of that red violet colour in there as well. So I've got this pole here that I've mixed. I'm just going to come to this part here, grab some of that red violet and just see if it's going to do what I want it to do. Yes. Now this little moon is going to have some light values in it from the sky, which is, I've got to mix up a bit more there, so I'll get onto the pouncer. Now I've dried my canvas. I want to get this on there first. And we want the sun tucked in this dark bit here, or the moon, whatever it is. I'm going to twist it, there we go, gotcha. Right, we've got the base colour there. It looks a bit bland at the moment. Grabbing, I'm just going to stab the white in there, this Indian yellow and the red gold into the white. The white's what turns the lights on in it, so let's get that mixed into there now. Now we want to stamp that onto there. I haven't dried it, let's see if I have to or not. That's the colour I want. Okay, so we'll try this, put it at the top area where I want it. I've dried the canvas. Yeah, there we go. Now what I will do, just to have more control, I'll grab my brush, I'll wipe the paint that's on it off. Just got a towel here. And what I want to do is simply, where are we? Scrumble this two together. Just lightly control it. Get some of that right around the edge there. There we go. I've just picked up a little bit of that violet colour just to put here, because there's got the violet in the sky, so we'll just try that. I'm going to have to dry it just so it's not going to rip it to buggery, and I want to get some of this just fading up there as well. There we go. I might need some of that orangey colour again. Some of that. There we go. Play with it until you're happy with the transition of it, but I did want that hint of violet in there as well. Now back to the French ultramarine and the yellow ochre. I want to get a dark vibe of this mixed up again, what's down the bottom, but just a bit darker, so I'm going to add a bit of black into it. Get that dark. There we go. Beautiful. It's kind of like a dark grey. I've just used the colours that's in the actual painting. Now just about over here, to break up the silhouette that I'm going to have here, I just want something offsetting it, so we'll put some kind of distant trees here. Let's just see if we can pull this off. Not too high. the bottom nice and solid where it's hitting your tape if you've got your canvas taped to a board. And we'll probably have a gap and come somewhere up here. Something subtle in the background. Now grabbing this colour that you just mixed, put the rest of your black with it so it's even darker. So this will be in front of that colour we just put on there. Use my dagger brush to paint on the trees. Okay, so we got one coming about here. Is this darker than that? It's just darker than it, so you're lucky. I'm going to have a main one coming up about here. I'm just sort of getting them in there first, mapping them in. And we'll get something over here as well, over this part of the painting. Okay. Now this is, I'm using this brush to do the main thick branches, and then I'll use my script liner. So note when you do branches, try not to do them all wavy. See how I stopped and started? You've got a bit of a node there, a bit of a knob. You need those things in them just to make them look more tree-like. See, boom, I've pulled that down to there. I'll get this up here somewhere. This is just the main branches, bit of a node and knob. Just like that. It just looks more pleasing than a wavy, curvy kind of tree trunk type of thing. So there, stop, knob it up. There we go, it's quite easy to knob your work. Now this one here can be a lot fatter because he's a bit closer. It's quite a warm day today. I can really feel the heat coming through. I've got the door open. I suppose I should have had the door shut and the aircon on, but price of electricity's gone crazy. Well, don't go too fat out there. The higher you go, you want it to be a bit thinner. Skinny there. Bit fat down there. Now I've got a smaller script liner, or bigger than the finer one I'm going to use at the end, but this is going to start adding some in-between branches. I'm twisting it as I go to try and get the paint off it. There we go. I think this one might be a little bit too thick. See, I'll do a wavy one here and you'll just see the difference of what I was talking about with your branches. Okay, now I've got my script liner. I want to get some of these, twist it to a nice fine point. Oh, you want a nice fine point at the top of all these. Let's get something right up here. This brush is a lot better. So you want to come right across this tree, come over there, get things crissing and crossing. Something all the way out here. If you make mistakes with doing tree trunks, just simply add something more onto them. I'll show you what I mean if I can make a mistake here. like that there. I don't like it, so what I'll do is I'll bring something up here. Now, before I put the final detail on these, I want to get this brush and get a few nodes everywhere. So when you've got all your detailed twigs and sticks in there, these nodes look part of it. If you never painted them in there, you wouldn't have missed them, but once you know where to put them, you will always miss them. I've done nodes here and there in all my, when I've done little shrubs and trees like this. Just scatter them around. Some are clustered together, some are far apart. That's better. Now I have a deerfoot brush. It's shaped like a horse's hoof, that's why they call it a deerfoot, but it's quite sturdy and it can leave dots. Any brush you have that can do the same procedure, like leaving dots like that, is what you need to use for this bit here. So you don't want it too, you don't want them looking like that. Okay, you want them looking open and airy. So let's give it a go. Where's my mouse stick? And I just want to, I'll come over here, get it open and airy, and then I'll come to the painting and just kind of work out where I want some of this stuff. I do want a lot of it. This is what makes the busyness of your painting. So all around here you can come a bit busy and then loosen it up as you come out to these branches where the nodes are. If it's your first time here, give me the thumbs up, share, subscribe, give me a comment, tell me what you think, tell me how you found me on YouTube. And sometimes doing this, look, I'll just show you here, like up here, I might put something out there just to fill in the gap. I can come back later with my script liner and join on these clusters of twiggy, fine sticks that I'm painting on here now. I want to look in the monitor again. That's looking a bit better. This one here you can kind of concentrate there. Bits and bobs there. Okay, and you can look at it. Let's see, we can get, like this one here, we can probably put the finest little branch system going to that, feeding what looks like it might be floating in the air. And you could probably get some really jutting out of it if you wanted to. But yeah. Now what I'll do, I deliberately did that up there because what I'm going to do is just put some, I don't know, let's see if we can get some birds in the sky. Goodness me. Alright, let's see how we'll do like, just silhouettes of some birds. Yeah, they're working. They look all right if you squint your eyes. And a bit of a tail. All over the painting evenly, but not in a way where they look stupid. Some of them look good, some of them look crazy. pointy thing. I have trouble painting on this board here. If I was laying down on a table, I would have a lot more ease at it. Let's put something over here. The wing, now just chunk it up. Bit of a head, bit of a beak. Look, one looks like a turtle flying. We can probably put some tiny ones way back, just indicating the distance. Okay, I'll put a signature on here and then we'll see how she looks. She's too small for me frame, so I want to thank all my patrons and YouTube members who support my content every month. Much appreciated, thank you very much. Check out the links in the description below. I have quite a few things in my cupboard there. Over 500 tutorials. There we go, that's not too shabby. We've got an evening setting moon or the sun. The birds have fluttered off because somebody sat down there and scared them away or something like that. But it's just a simple, effective subject you can paint, and I know you can do it. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. I had a lot of fun painting this. If you liked it, tell your friends, but if you don't like it, you tell everybody. Also, check out this other video of mine. All the best, goodbye, good luck, and good on ya.